Good morning, everybody, and welcome inside the broadcast room, even though you're not seeing me right now. This is Tina here. It is currently 11:22 a.m. on Monday, March 8th, 2026. Now, I know you guys are seeing me play hockey right now. There's a very, very good reason for this. I'll get to that in just a moment. But what do I even say about this year's HarmonyCon other than it was the best weekend of my life? And it was the best weekend of my life as we're playing Illinois. HarmonyCon 2026 was a lot of fun. It was by far the most fun I've ever had at any convention up to this point, really. And there's a very good reason for that. This year's HarmonyCon had a lot of firsts to its name, namely Derps's first ever HarmonyCon experience. Yeah, this was Derps's first ever HarmonyCon experience. His first time flying, his first time outside of the West Coast properly, his first HarmonyCon, his first time in Texas, his first time doing a lot of things. So it was very, very surreal to have him be a part of this. And you know, I have a lot of other people to thank in this vlog, but I want to start by, you know, saying it's because of you guys that I'm able to keep going to these conventions long term and, you know, host these game shows and do all this and all that. So it's because of you that I'm able to keep this going full time. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of the support. It truly means a lot to me. If you've been enjoying the vlogs, thank you for doing so. It genuinely means a lot to me. If you caught me at any point during the convention and said hi, thank you again for doing so. The reason you're not seeing me IRL right now is because I tried recording footage from the camcorder and make that, you know, the Monday portion of the vlog, but unfortunately I can't seem to find the thing that I use to import the footage from the camcorder to the PC. Thankfully, though, it shouldn't be I'm kind of dog shit at this game, so you'll have to bear with me. I have a lot of people to thank in this vlog. What in the world are you doing to that goalie, my man? First off, why would you hit the goalie? I know you wanted an open position, but that's not how you do it, my man. I have some people to thank in this vlog, namely Bobby C's and Bobby C's for arranging a time and day for him to pick me and Derps up from DFW. I also want to thank Red Card, Taylor, and Nikki D for putting up with my shenanigans. I also want to take this time to thank Marshall or Melody Small, Muni, Phosphor Shy, Pigginator Gaming, Studio Mega, Pure Blue Heart for being on the Twitch Trot panel on Friday. That was a lot of fun. I want to take this time to thank Bobby, Marshall, Piggy, Pure Blue Heart, and Taylor for being on What the Horse on Saturday. That was a lot of fun, you know, even though we kind of took it too far on the deprecating jokes. I'm gonna be using that as you know, a lesson in how I run the show. Thankfully, the show's not going anywhere, because it was a lot of fun to do at this year's HarmonyCon. But yeah, I want to thank those people for being members or panelists on What the Horse. I also want to thank Ginger Ferrochrome for being the audience member selected for What the Horse. Having you on the show was a lot of fun. And I also wanted to shout him out because he also brought a vintage camcorder to the con. What a goal. Yeah, Ginger, if you're watching this, thank you for bringing the camcorder. Like, Jesus Christ. I did not expect to see a VHS-C camcorder at all, let alone one operated by you. Thank you for bringing it, and thank you for, if you did film any of the panels that I hosted, thank you. It genuinely means a lot to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, Ginger, if you're watching this, please put the footage up. I beg of you. It's gonna look so good. Who else do I want to thank? I want to thank Tyler for, you know, all the advice that he gave to me after closing ceremonies, because I do want to see about bringing What the Horse to the main stage next year at HarmonyCon, if possible. And again, there's so many people I want to thank, but the one person that I want to thank the most is Derps for even being at the con to begin with. It was his first time outside of the West Coast, entirely. It was his first HarmonyCon, his first time flying, first time experiencing a con outside of his home state. A lot of firsts for him. So for him to experience it with me made Valentine's Day weekend that much better. And also this was for multiple things. It wasn't just for Valentine's Day weekend. This was everything. This was a way to celebrate 5 years of us being together. This was a birthday present that I had coordinated, you know, with a bunch of other people. I had asked people if, you know, they'd want him at the con. They did want him there. And so I convinced them to get a plane ticket, and the rest was history. So him being at the con was just very, very special to me, and it made everything. It made my life all the better that weekend. So I know you're watching this, babe. Thank you for showing up. I love you. I love you, babe. Happy anniversary. Happy, you know, everything. Happy late Valentine's Day. Happy late birthday. Yeah, again, I want to thank all the staff at HarmonyCon for being so helpful and down to earth and genuine and so nice, and helping Derps, you know, get familiar with his new environment. I know how much he loved it, and I know he's going to be back next year. Speaking of cons, though, the next con that I have planned is Winnie City PonyCon in Schaumburg, Illinois, where actually this game is being held right now. It's actually being held in Rosemont, because this is, I believe, this is a major league thing that I'm doing here just for this vlog, which is again why you're not seeing my face right now. But another reason is just because I can't get the footage from the camcorder onto my computer at the moment, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the vlogs, if you've enjoyed the vlogs and you want to see more, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, as we're on the road to 100k, but we're on the push to 90k. So if you want to support me and you want to see me go to these conventions and, you know, have fun and bring derps along, if you want to see that, let me know by leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button. It's the best way to help the channel. And yeah, with all that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank everyone at HarmonyCon for being so supportive, being there for everything. You know, helping this con be what it is today. Again, special thank you to Bobby C's for all of the hospitality you've provided during the con. It meant a lot to me and Derps, and you have ensured that Derps will be back next year. So again, thank you for all of that. I want to thank Red Card and Taylor and Tacky or Adam, Nikki D, Noteworthy, and their crew for being there as always. You know, they've always been a blast to hang out with, and I look forward to seeing a couple of them at Winnie City. I definitely also want to thank again Marshall or Melody Small, Pigginator Gaming, Muni, Phosphor Shy, Pure Blue Heart, and Mega for being on Twitch Trot, and of course Bobby, Taylor, Piggy, Pure Blue Heart, and Marshall for being contestants on What the Horse, as well as to Ginger Ferrochrome for being the contestant from the audience on What the Horse. And I want to thank you, the viewer, for watching your Palatina's HarmonyCon 2026 experience presented to you by Rogue Energy. If you want to get some flavors for yourself, the link is in the description, or you can go to rogueenergy.com and use code marshmallow to get 10% off your entire order. It helps a lot. And yeah, with all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time for Winnie City PonyCon. Peace out.
Doobity bip,